Good evening, 10:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. It is dark as hell where I'm at. I just want to say hi. Happy early Easter. Make sure you're giving out blessings and giving back. And with that, let's get into the charts. So we've got Bitcoin at 40,235. It's down 0.36% since the flip of the clock. Nothing out of the ordinary. It looks like we could be putting in an inverted head and shoulders, which could bring us down to about 40,000 if I had to guess. But the RSI is starting to become stochastic is oversold on the 30. So in the immediate short term, we're clearing out a lot of RSI, but then also it's working its way out, guys, because in the daily, oversold. So eventually, I think a lot of people are very bearish, but I think there is a way out of this without necessarily giving us the full crash. I think right now, if we can do this right, even if we were to somehow fall to here, higher low, higher low, higher low. So, but we have to break this trend line. And if we break that trend line, that's your signal to sell anything you're in and buy it back at 37,175 as the next level. That's the key. If you're in something, you sell it there. I have opened a position, a 10x position. It's actually it's a risky, but I have it pretty tightly monitored. So I have a Luna position at $80, about right where it's at, $80.72 on average. It's at $80.53. And we're looking at the daily time frame, and it is it's the lowest I've ever seen the stochastic on Luna. It's at like 4.08. So I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. That's crazy low. It's only so much lower it can go. The 3 hourly looks like it could be creating some kind of inverted pattern. The 4 hourly's straight up. You know, the 2 hourly, same thing. It looks like kind of an inverted pattern's being created here. The 1 hourly. So we have a lot of room to push up, especially with the daily where it's at the shorter time frames are the ones that are clearing out right now, just like with Bitcoin. Now the shorter time frames are starting to clear out. The 15, the 3, the 1s come back down, the 5s come back down, the 30s coming back down. So we could, it's possible we still flush out first, but we're going to have some, up and down volatility. And it's looking pretty interesting here, how we're looking in the overall market. So very cautious. Also, I can see in the short term, we're going to have a lot of up and down volatility here in the smaller time frames. Right now, we're about to have another volatile push. Maybe for the immediate short term, it could push back up here because we're not at this exact moment. But when we get to maybe 40, I guess it could push up here. Nothing's really going to stop it. Stochastic and RSI are still coming down a little bit here in the 15 minutes. So it looks like it needs to come down a tiny bit here for Bitcoin. And like, you can mess with your positions too. If you're looking at it and you're like, you know what, I think it's going to go down, you can always get out, rebuy, do what you got to do. But like with Luna, it's more of okay, my liquidation price is way down at $74. And I feel pretty good about it where it's at. So that's that. Obviously, if you're in a position, if Bitcoin starts breaking down, it would be very advisable. If you ever see Bitcoin break below here, that would be your sell signal. If we can't hold for this area, because you don't want to be falling back into there. That's what you don't want. So that's what we're looking at there. With XRP, we're starting to get into let's see where the total crypto market cap is real quick. 1.842 trillion, down 0.61%. It's flushing right now. These are flushing a little bit, which is good. We need to flush this out a little bit. 30-minute, 45, I mean, we're in such a neutral area right now in the higher time frames that it's really just, it could go either way volume-wise. Honestly, it could. If Bitcoin holds this uptrend, it'll be fine. If it breaks this little trend that I showed you, it's going to be a problem. We talked about if we got into here, we could ride it all the way down into here before we pushed up higher. So I'm not surprised. But if we ever fall through that uptrend, obviously you have to be very, very cautious. And then XRP, and I got to go. So XRP, we're clearing out a lot here, but man, XRP looks like it's coming down to there. Let me see if let me look at Luna from a slightly different perspective right now. So in the shorter time frame, if we came down, where could we really come down to? I mean, if you're in Luna and we break this uptrend at about $80.27, then you can be like, okay, we might have a further correction to $79.14 and cut your losses. So that's what I would say. So if you're looking to cut your losses, I would say, like I said, that uptrend, which we had a pull down here, but you could definitely cut your losses at the uptrend at $80.29. We did break it here one time and then pulled right back through, so you have to use some caution. So I would just basically pay attention to the lower time frames as well if you were getting ready to sell. Like right now, if you're looking at it and you're like, I'm going to sell, well, it's almost to the oversold area, so we're going to have some kind of pushback here in the short term. So you're likely going to get a better price than you see right now. But just pay attention to everything I've been telling you about all of this. I did a little slightly different update style because I wanted to get all this information out fast because I don't have a lot of time. And then XRP, it's simple. If we don't hold like a 77 cent, you know, we could have a little dump. It could be a market-wide dump coming if Bitcoin doesn't hold. That's what I would really be paying attention to right now. Can we have a market-wide dump to where we could theoretically buy back a little bit cheaper? It's interesting with me because Luna seems like it's running slightly ahead of XRP, so it's getting to a point now with Luna where I'm watching it and then I can go back down to XRP. So look at Luna's pattern. So that's what we see on Luna. See how it's pulled down? Now let's look at XRP. 77,352. I guess it's pulled down a lot too. But it's like it needs to pull down again now, like Luna just did. This is going to pull down. So XRP is going to have it's going to have to try to hold 77 cents. And then if we break that, and we have to come down to the uptrend, that's 72 cents. So that's what we're looking at. Pay attention. I got to go check out my son. Stay blessed, everybody.